everybody, welcome to Streaming the Magic. I'm Kristen. I'm sure you guys have seen me in all of our videos and streams that are typically on Sunday nights with Adam and Kristen. You'll notice Adam is not here, but that's okay. He is out helping at an event today, and so you got me. So, hi everybody, I know you guys are just connecting now. Guess what? You normally see us at Disney, like I mentioned, on Sunday nights. But tonight, I am at one of my other very favorite places here in Orlando, Universal Orlando, which I'm specifically in Islands of Adventure. I'm going to start out in Islands of Adventure, and there are two parks on the property, Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios, which is on the other side. We're going to take a tour of all of it tonight, so I can show you everything that's going on, and there is a lot of new stuff that you guys are going to enjoy. So I'm just giving everybody a minute here to kind of get on and hang out. And hi Gary, I see you're on. Ninja Master Nick, I see you're on too. So here we are at the very front at the gates, and as you can see me behind me, we'll let the adventure begin. So let me go ahead and switch the camera. And hi there Laura, hi George, nice to see you guys. So I'm gonna switch the camera and let's get in and see everything that Universal has to offer. I'm even wearing my Jurassic Park shirt, you can see here, because they have so much exciting Jurassic Park and Velocicoaster news from this week. You guys are gonna love it, so let's go get going. Hi Robert, how are you? I'm gonna switch this camera around so you guys can see. Okay, so we are gonna start at the very, very front. You see the ticket gates here. We are in Islands of, not we, me, all of us are all at Islands of Adventure, and we're gonna head in. I'm actually really excited because when I drove in, thanks Robert. I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan, so I'm gonna be so excited to show off all the Velocicoaster stuff to you guys tonight. So that's why we're gonna start in Islands of Adventure first, and then we'll head over to Universal Studios side, and we'll cover all of that. So we'll do tons of Jurassic Park. If you love Marvel, we've got some superheroes that we're gonna head through. And if you love Harry Potter, oh, we are gonna talk about all things Harry Potter. I even have my wand with me so we can show off some of those fun magical spells that they have here. So you're gonna wanna hang out. And at the end of the night, they have fireworks here at Universal. And I will tell you, Adam and I saw the fireworks for the first time. I think it was probably a couple months ago. It was actually pretty recent. They've had them for a while, but we just hadn't gotten over to see them. And we thought they were phenomenal. Like, they really blew us away. I don't know why we didn't see it before. So as you walk in, similar to every other theme park locally, you've got tons of shops that we won't go in right now, but we can go in later. Hi, Kathleen. Good to see you. Robert, you've seen all the Jurassic Park movies, have I? That is a definite yes. Definite yes. I most definitely have seen them all, including Jurassic World. I know that the next Jurassic World is going to come out very soon. So here we're heading into the parks. When we first get in here, kind of like your Epcot situation, is kind of built in a circle. So you get in and you've got to decide, will I go to the left or will I go to the right? Well, I decided that we're gonna do the Marvel side first, so I can get you guys over to the Velocicoaster in the Jurassic Park area, and we will head around the circle and wind up in the Dr. Seuss area. As soon as you get in, a lot of people come in here and check the board. It tells you everything that's going on, how long the waits are. Personally, I don't think the waits are that bad today. So everybody's checking out the Velocicoaster that just opened this week. They've been in testing for about a month, but that's what many people are here to see. So pretty good wait times, pretty good. Hi Gary, how are you? Good to see you. I'll come out here and show you guys kind of just one of my favorite views on the property. There's a lot of really nice spots here at Universal, whether you're in Islands of Adventure or over at the studio side of things, for you to kind of just rest and relax. That's one of the things I absolutely love about here. So they've got this beautiful kind of lake area, and at sunset you can just do some great pictures from here. So this kind of gives you kind of a view of kind of all the little lands that they have here. The Seuss trolley is going around. Now, I probably won't get on many rides, mainly because unlike Disney, Universal does not allow cameras on the majority of their rides. So straight ahead, we can see the Velocicoaster just going down the top hat of the ride over there, and we're gonna get up real close to it so you guys will be able to see this fantastic ride that they've put together. Over here to the left is the Hulk. We're gonna go right on it. That is my personal favorite. I absolutely love roller coasters. The Hulk is my favorite ride in town. So let's head that way. Oh, Ninja Master Nick. Have you seen the Jurassic Netflix series Camp Cretaceous? No, I did not. Hi Barbara, how are you? Good to see you on the stream. Thanks for joining. You know, I have to admit, Adam and I were so upset with ourselves because we were at SeaWorld the other day and we forgot it was your birthday. Like, well, we knew it was your birthday. We just failed to mention it. So I'm gonna give you a late happy birthday. We thought about it, we knew about it, we just didn't say it. So I'm telling you happy birthday now from us. So very welcome to the stream, Barbara. So also, the universal mask policy, as you may have noticed, is that, and they say it over the loudspeaker a little bit, that masks are not required. And what they state is that they're not required for anyone who is vaccinated, and they do recommend masks. What I noticed was the word recommend for anyone who is not, but they are not required here on property. So, oh, look at that. If you are a roller coaster fan like me, the Hulk is like just one of the best in town. I know everybody has a different opinion, but when you shoot out of the top of that, the entryway there is just, oh, I feel like I can't get a better rush than going on that, that right there. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who is joining. There'll be another train that's going to come out the top here in a minute. Everybody who's joining the stream, we are here at Universal Orlando. I'm at the Islands of Adventure side, and right now we just walked in. When you first walk in, you hear the Hulk, and I think it's notorious here because it's just this roar that comes out of there. The Hulk has been around. Here's the next one. all of you love roller coasters too, and if you don't, it's okay. But the Hulk is the best. So we're gonna go into Marvel area over here. So I was saying about, before we started talking about roller coasters here, Universal policy is masks are not required, whether you are walking around outside or in the rides or in the stores. It is no longer required. They do have recommendations, but they no longer ask you to put them on or have them with you in any of their spaces here. So what's interesting, we just heard that Disney changed their policy as well. So they are no longer required indoors, but they are requiring that you wear them on transportation, which I found interesting. This is another favorite. It's not my favorite, I'll tell you that. So a lot of times these characters are out and about, all of the Marvel characters. So this is the Doctor Doom Spear Fall, and they take you all the way up and then let you drop. And I will tell you, that is not my favorite at all. I'll go on it. Adam absolutely loves it. So if he was here right now, he would probably go on it at least 3 times. It's got a really short wait. It's only 5 minutes.
Trevor, give me your swords. I'll wait for you guys.
So if you're ever in this area though, like I was saying, they almost always have the Marvel characters out. So you can take pictures with them. And they've had the characters out for quite some time. Gary, yes, I feel like screaming just watching it as well. Now they usually are putting the Doctor Doom Spearfall up pretty quickly. I'm surprised it's taking this long. I can hear the ride starting to go, so we must have just missed it. So they're coming up right now. Oh, Barbara, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad you could join us today. Oh my gosh, these people dropping. No thank you, guys. I'll pass on that, thank you. Oh my gosh. So yes, they take you. Yeah, there's almost no weight on this one. So we got to see them go up a little bit. I'll pass on that. You guys can all go on it for me. I'll do a lot, but that's not really one I'm excited about. The up and down and the dropping like that. But I love roller coasters. So right inside this store here, Spider-Man used to be in there, and you could take pictures with him with a green screen. Oh, little busy guys in this section. You can see just how busy it is over here at Universal. It is definitely a June summer day here. So Spider-Man, the ride here, this one is phenomenal. So it's not running right now. Oh, actually, they're using a manual sign. I didn't see that. So that's got 25-minute wait. It's actually not bad. So you can see there's tons of people here, but the waits aren't that bad. So we saw, I think the Hulk was at about 30 or 40 minutes. And the Spider-Man ride that we just passed is only 25 minutes. They had a manual sign there. It looked like their digital signage was not working. And it was on the ground, so probably didn't catch that. Yeah, Barbara, it is definitely full. We'll see if they have got some of the characters out today. Well, it looks like they've changed it up a little bit. I'll show you guys where they used to stand, because with social distancing, what they did here at these parks to make it available for people to still take pictures they kind of had them roped off, and you could actually stand pretty close to them. So right over here, we would, you can actually, I'm going to show you guys. You can see all of these ropes are kind of sitting here. And you see the blue tape on the ground? They would have the characters standing in this area, and you could stand in this nice little box, and the characters would be pretty close to you. Yeah. Hello Kitty is actually in these parks. It's in the other side. We'll see them too. So there's a huge amphitheater right behind us. Universal doesn't use that for anything common. Like, they don't have a daily show over there, but they tend to use it for conventions or special events that are using occasionally. There's talk shows that have their shows here, and they'll use that for that purpose. Yeah, I think all these parks are a cash cow, that's for sure. You know what I personally think? These carnival games are a cash cow. I'm terrible at carnival games, but pretty much every park has these carnival games, and I'm utterly terrible. And I always see people, they win of some kind, but I never ever win. I'd love to know anybody that successfully can win at these games. I'm terrible. Maybe whack-a-mole. That's probably a better option for me. I might have a better chance. Oh, hi Richard, thanks for joining. They do have Shrek and Donkey. And Shrek and Donkey, we're gonna get there. We're streaming for another couple hours. So I'm in the Islands of Adventure side. And we're gonna go take a look at the Jurassic Park and the new Velocicoaster that opened this weekend. And Shrek and Donkey are actually on the other park, the studio side. And I bet they're out right now. They don't tend to be out meeting guests in the evening, so I think I'll probably miss them. So I'll take a second here. We just got into the Toon Lagoon, the Toon Cafe area, and they've got all these fun places where you can take pictures with these signs. And Barbara mentioned the water guns. Oh, we're gonna talk about that because that's my favorite. We're gonna get there in just a second. Do you always get wet on Dudley Do-Right or Popeye? Yes, 100% of the time. Oh my gosh. So hi Hunts, SC Mac. So it's good to see you on the stream. Yes, I get soaked. I'll go check out Bluto's Barge, and you can go see them first. So Bluto's Barge is the Popeye, and that is definitely no Kali River Rapids from Disney. Soaked is an understatement. Hi Richard, good to see you. And Rich Vito, is the Express Pass worth it? Yes, yes, and yes. So right now the lines aren't bad. You can see how busy it is. I'm gonna head back to the Popeyes ride so I can show you guys how wet you get on that raft ride. They've got the soak factor up as much as you can go on that. So the Express Pass, you pay for your normal park ticket, and then if you'd like the opportunity to have a very short wait, then you can pay for the Express Pass, which helps you. I don't ever call it skipping the line, but it gets you very, very close to the front. And in many times, you do actually, walk right on, even on these busy days. So right here, we're over at Popeyes, and it's a 45-minute wait because, well, you get soaked, and it is super hot today. So everybody wants to get wet. If you come here about 2 months ago, nobody wanted to go on this ride. Although it's warm, not everybody wants to get soaked when it's, 60 or 70 degrees in the winter months. But yes, you get soaked. So we'll go check that out because I know Adam just went on Kali River Rapids with you guys a couple days ago over at Animal Kingdom. And I know he talked about it a little bit, but this is kind of a comparison. You can go on this raft ride, but I assure you, you will walk away just utterly soaked. Oh, that's awesome! Barbara, your son Sam is a captain on the new Velocicoaster. That's unbelievable. That is so cool. All of the team members here at Universal are just great people. So I'm going to come around here so we can take a look at the raft ride, Bluto's barge. So here's just an example. That water will not stop. It will get you. And you know what? I'm always the worst. I'm telling you. Up here's a raft coming. You will get soaked here. And when we walk out, you'll see you end up, they have little dryers for you. So let's see on these people here. You can see it a little bit on some of them on the camera. They have already gotten wet. And they're only halfway through the ride, and I can tell they're soaked. Oh, wow. Okay, Barbara, I'll tell them we're headed that way. We're kind of headed over there. And I'll tell them that we're getting dinner ready for him. So here, we'll follow these people. They better get ready. Okay. So you can see how fast that water's moving, and it's like that the whole time. Oh my gosh. So we'll kind of head down here a little bit. I don't even know the last time I was down this way. I don't normally come down some of these little pathways. They used to wrap the lines through here. So we'll you guys will have to venture around with me. So I know you guys were talking about earlier shooting the water guns at people. This boat here was a kid's playground. And you could go shoot water cannons from the top of the boat here for free. So we're gonna go over. Oh, here. Oh, this lady's she's got a poncho on. That's not fair. Oh, those people are just getting soaked down there. Yup. I mean, what's more perfect on a 90-degree day than getting soaked here at Universal? Oh, yep. Those people didn't make it either. Okay, let's go out. I'll show you guys. Oh, we can see a little bit of the Velocicoaster from back here that I have not seen it from this angle before. So this is pretty cool. So we have so many awesome pictures of them building this. Oh, wow. So it's kind of awesome to see it from the backside, what they've done in building it out over the water. I'm actually gonna have to come back here and wander back here and take some cool photos myself. Wow. I'm glad I came back here, guys. So you can see in the coaster, where it takes you upside down. And we'll go over all these people here that we're seeing across from us. They're waiting in line to get into the building and get into where you get on the ride. But it is fantastic what they've put together. And once you see the top of it too, or I should say the front of it, makes it even better. But they've done a really great job. We did go in there. There's pass holder preview days, which was about a month ago. I think we went on it, I think it was May 3rd. Yeah, we were streaming with you guys. On May the 3rd, I think we came. And then May the 4th, we were over at Disney for May the 4th day with our lightsabers. So when you go in there, they actually have replica velociraptors that you can see. And just the line queue itself is great. So I know they're about to send one through and put another one out. But so they started pass holder previews and some testing in early May. And so you were able to come over here for the last month and kind of check it out. But they had signs everywhere that said they're just in testing. So be aware, because they could shut it down at any point. The actual opening and press day was this week and the 10th. So you could come in for the official grand opening this week. Just fantastic. So here we came to look at the Bluto's raft ride, and we ended up seeing the backside of Velocicoaster. But it was really cool how during the quarantine they ended up just continuing to build, and they were working through all of that. So that was pretty exciting. Well, I was hoping. Okay. Oh my gosh, Robert. Yes, I will say seeing those raptors inside the line queue was pretty awesome. No, it was, and just like some of the pictures in there, they did a great job. And you kind of felt like they were real, for sure. I was really hoping that we were going to see one of the rides come through, but it's taken a few minutes, and I'm kind of surprised that they're taking so much time in between. Maybe they had to stop it for a few minutes. That's okay, we'll see it from the other side as well. So let's head out. If I hear them come through, I will definitely turn around. So as I was mentioning, when I came over, it started to get real dark here, and I was a little nervous. I was real nervous that the summer storms were going to come. Okay, let's head back here. We'll see all these other people who are getting soaked. We'll say goodbye to the raft ride and continue head on through. So as I was mentioning, there is 2 water rides here. The one we just looked at, the raft ride, and also we're gonna go over to Dudley Do Rights, and we'll pass them too. So I definitely know why there's a long wait for this one. And when you come off the ride, because you will be soaked, they have an actual dryer that you can pay for that can dry you off. So they have 2 of them. And actually, I have tried them once. We went on it. It was actually in the winter time. I don't know why we decided that would be a good idea. I wouldn't normally pay for a people dryer. But it wasn't overly warm that day, I remember. Oh, sorry. So if you are just joining the stream, again, I want to say thank you for hanging out with me tonight. We are at Universal Orlando tonight. I'm over in the Islands of Adventure Park. We're gonna go check out the Velocicoaster because that's the big news of the week. And then we will head over to Universal Studios, the second park that's here on property. And we'll go check out what they've got going over there. They've got a lot of new stuff too. So we're getting out of the cartoon Toon Landing area. This is the other water ride. So here in Universal Orlando, there are 2 water rides. They're both right together. The raft ride we just passed and Dudley Do Rights, which is right here. It's like a log ride, a log flume ride. That's one of my favorite things, as somebody mentioned earlier, was to use the water guns. So the water guns are free on that big boat over there. It's a kids' play area. But if you are over here at Ripsaw Falls, you do have to pay. But it's not a lot. But I can tell you, if you're waiting for somebody because you don't want to go on it, to me, it's worth it. I love it's probably a waste of money. I get it. So here are these water blasters, and you can buy tokens. So, cheap, maybe not, but you can buy tokens, and then as soon as everybody's off the ride, you can go blast them with extra water and pretty much ensure that they get wet. There's a lot of people over here, so it's kind of hard to get a good shot. But you get wet all along the ride. You would think that it's kind of like Splash Mountain. Here, we got some people going down right now. So you think that kind of like Splash Mountain, you don't really get too wet. I will assure you, you get wet a ton on this ride. Oh, yep. So we just saw a couple of logs come down here. Robert, I think you are so right that it comes out next year in June. I know they're working on it. Super fun. We'll watch this last log come down. Oh, see? I really wish I could take you guys and the camera onto that ride so much. I would do it. But Universal won't let me. There's that. I have heard that you can get away with strapping a GoPro to your chest on a chest mount, and they allow you to video some things that way. But typically they won't let you take a gimbal like we have, or your phone. You got to put all that stuff away, and they're real serious about it here. Disney's rides, some of them are a little more tame. Additionally, because of licensing, they also can't have filming in some of these, which is another reason why you won't they won't allow cameras in there. We are getting into a really fun part of the park. So Skull Island, Reign of Kong, is you sit in this big, ginormous Jeep. And it takes you through the caves, and they've got screens that are kind of like motion screens that you feel like you are there. So actually, the wait time for this one is not too bad either. You know, we were just talking about how busy they are, and they're only 35-minute wait. And the line queue for this one is equally awesome. So during the evening time, they have fire torches lit. So just the atmosphere kind of over here with the ride is really fun, taking you in. Haha, Barbara, I know. You guys are missing out. I wish you guys could come with me too. There's so much to see here. So we're gonna see one of the big Jeeps that they have, and I think there's about 10 or 12 rows, and each row seats about, I'd say 6, because I know we can take 4 or 5 people on there, and then there's room for another 1 or 2. So probably depending how big the people are in your party, and by that I'm meaning like, do you have kids with you or not? They can probably fit a good decent amount of people on each truck. And what is really cool about this particular ride is, so Florida gets a lot of rainstorms, and if for some reason the normal track is for these trucks to come outside, and they make a little loop around and go into the attraction area. So they come outside. However, if it's raining out, they have the ability for you to go, just stand in line, you get on your truck, and they take you straight through the inside, so you never have to come outside. So they don't ever have to stop this ride if it's storming out, which is genius, because so many times weather can happen and some of these rides can't continue with lightning, or even just even a little bit of rain can make it difficult. Here we go, here's one of the trucks coming by. So you can see everybody sits in there, and it's all automated. And it seats a good number of people. So they all come outside. At night, it looks so much nicer. I will just say that. You can see the tiki torches all lit up, and the fire. They've got fire going now up there on the top of the Kong. Right there, but I know, Barbara, it's good. I wish you were here, and I wish everybody was here, but you are kind of here because you guys are hanging out with me. But I think, although we are hanging out here at Kong, I think what everybody is most interested to see is what's coming up. We'll head into the Jurassic Park area.
Like the other.
Oh, some things to note. Over here at Universal, I've been noticing a lot on social media. Same thing goes for Disney. I know we talk about it on our Wonderful World of Disney ads on Sundays. You know, some of our tips and tricks. some of the issues have been there's been some longer lines for some of the food. So this is one of the food establishments. And you can go ahead and mobile order. And if you have the ability to mobile order, I highly recommend it. Yes, there have been long lines for food, and that's been at every park locally. It's not a Disney thing, it's not a Universal thing, it's not a SeaWorld thing. It's just plain busy in these parks. So here is one of the Jurassic Park rides, and these kids are so excited to get wet. I need to not be in the soak zone, or maybe I should. I think those kids' day is made. So on this ride too, you do get wet, but it's not half as bad as some of the other rides. I'm going to move out of that area because I think the signal's not as good over there, real close to the building. But those kids were having a fantastic time. Oh, excuse me. So if you know that you want to get wet, but you don't want to go on a ride, there you go. There's the spot. Just go outside the ride. Lots of people come over here. Because the Velocicoaster was built, it took away some of the spots to have your picture taken. And they've moved it here. So it's over by this Thunder Falls Terrace restaurant. And you can have you just take it with your phone. They don't have photographers or anything over here for you. But they've moved the photo spots around. So yeah, so you can see if you don't want to do the Jurassic Park water ride, you can come over here and you can see your friends and family come down the drop. And although the drop looks pretty huge, it's not that bad. So I think it just looks worse than it is. So those kids are loving it. But you have the ability to stand off to the side. You don't have to get wet. And you can watch your friends or family go on the ride without getting wet yourself. I do appreciate that they've got all sorts of signage here that says soak zone. And you can't actually see the drop from here, but it's not as bad as it looks. The building goes up pretty tall, but it's not truly from that top peak. I would say it's equivalent to like a Splash Mountain, which to me isn't too bad. So you kind of just, you go around the back of this structure, you see the dinosaurs as you go through, and then as you go into the building, of course, in true Jurassic Park fashion, the dinosaurs have taken over and they are about to get you, and you go down this drop on the ride. So it's a lot of fun. It's not as bad as it seems. I would call this medium. So we'll see if there's one more coming down, and then we'll see these kids get soaked. But I highly recommend it. Yeah, if you want, if your kids just want a fun splash, here we go. I think it's just as fun, guys, to sit there and watch adults as equally as the kids. They don't realize how far that splash comes back, and in some cases, you get more wet standing right on that section, that splash zone section, than you do on the ride.
Guests who are not fully vaccinated should wear face coverings while indoors.
Okay, so once again, while we are headed through the Jurassic Park area, my name is Kristen, and I am on Streaming the Magic, definitely on Sunday nights with Adam for the wonderful World of Walt Disney World. We stream from 7 to 9 every Sunday. So guess what? You'll see me again tomorrow. And Adam will be with me. And my husband Adam, he streams pretty often. We're always together on Sunday nights, but during the week, when parks allow and schedules allow, we try to stream more. So he's been out and about at Disney a lot, so you can go back on YouTube and check out all of his videos from this week. We've done a lot of fun stuff. He has been over at the Disney parks quite a lot, so there's stuff there. And I was available today, so I came over to Universal to share that with all of you guys. So thank you again for hanging out with me tonight, because we've got so much to talk about and I love chatting with all of you. So this is a new booth. They have a couple different things. They have blue churros. Oh, I can't see all of the things that they're offering, and their signs are down. But since we are right here coming upon two things, the River Adventure is to the left. That's what we just saw. And that's got a 45-minute wait, again, because it's hot out. Lots of people want to go on the water rides today. And this is the edge of the Velocicoaster. So we'll get some cool shots. They did a great job of theming and just around the entire roller coaster. So we'll go around to the other side. Just the whole area has been great. Across from the Velocicoaster, one thing about this area that's kind of unique is characters are really fun, but meeting the actual raptors is fantastic. So they have a raptor encounter that you can go in and you can have your picture taken with, lately, if you like Jurassic World, Blue, the raptor, has been the raptor that you get to meet, and it's interactive. It is well worth it. Especially have someone who jumps pretty easily. I highly, highly suggest it. So let's see if we've got some of the ride coming through. It's hard to get a good shot from here. Yeah, here we go. Hello, Adam. Good to see you. We are hanging out at Velocicoaster. Yes, I hope you can come over later. Oh my. I would really, really love to go on this ride. Darn, I will. Very soon. Very soon is my time. So you can see through the entire ride. The coaster has you going through those structures. It's not just the back like we saw going over the water. Oh, I have to check out while we're here. All of the new merchandise. So when they opened this, they added little kiosks with all sorts of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World and Velocicoaster merchandise. Oh, I love this shirt. So kind of all sorts of new things. So when you go on the ride, you can get a souvenir to bring home with you. And actually, they're not real bad. 30 bucks for this t-shirt. I think that's real fair. That's not that bad.
I'm gonna put a case in there.
And just plenty of drinks and refreshments. They've got a lot of face coverings that you might want that are new that they didn't have before. Oh, this mug is awesome. I would love that too. $15. That's a kind of a cool souvenir to have. You know, even though I don't drink a lot of coffee, I drink it on occasion. I do have a mug collection, and I sadly admit I use them to put like pens or pencils or something in them more than anything. So I'd love to add a Jurassic Park mug to my collection. So one thing that I don't think I can do, I'll see if I can get in there. There is a pretty awesome there's a pretty awesome store in the exit of the ride. And we're coming upon what is considered the visitor center. And the visitor center was always here. Or Discovery Center. Sorry, Discovery Center was always here. It had the quick service Burger Digs restaurant where they just have exactly what they say. Some chicken sandwiches, some burgers. It honestly is not my favorite place on property, but they're still good. They're still good. So let's try to go downstairs and see if I can get you in there, because it's new. They've got a lot of cool stuff. They might deny me, or the stream might not be too good in here for this building. Prior to the Velocicoaster opening, they had a kids activity area downstairs that allowed for kids here we go. So this is the exit of the ride. And downstairs here, what you're looking at, they used to have all sorts of things for kids to do down there. So you could hatch a dino egg and get a little certificate. The kids could play and interact with Mr. DNA. So that is all gone because this is the exit for the ride. So we can go down there briefly. I'll see if the stream holds up. Okay, so when everybody gets off the ride, they come straight through here. And they've got all sorts of cool stuff that they did not have before. All sorts of keychains. If you need any lanyards, because over at Universal, if you have an annual pass or even your ticket or your express pass, it's really helpful to have a little lanyard to put it on. Oh yeah, these are pretty cool. These are the face coverings for Velocicoaster. It is also, I will add, nice and cold in here. These are some of the shirts that they always had for Jurassic Park. Oh, here, you can see some of the games. So this was here before. I didn't know, I thought that they took this out. So you can play with your family, or maybe you're waiting for somebody on the ride. I didn't realize that they kept this. So this is trivia. So go ahead, get your friends, get your family, and you can challenge them to some trivia. And it's kind of a nice way to cool down and spend a little bit of time out of the sun. So it's kind of a tip. If you're looking for something to do, you might not know it's down here. And here is their egg nursery that I was talking about. I did not know. I thought that they had taken this out. But this is pretty exciting to know that it's still here. Super awesome dinosaur eggs. And a lot of times they sometimes would have prior come out and showed you a baby dinosaur, and the kids then, you know, would have a good time. So here, like, you know, like they have a dinosaur egg in here that you can move around. So this is all downstairs. This was here before, like I was saying, and that's kind of nice that it's still in here. So if there's somebody in your party that does not want to do the Velocicoaster, this is exciting to know that they did not take it all out, that they've left it here, the majority of it. So you have some time to cool down, wait for your friends or family, and still, here, DNA sequencing. So you can come in here and just play all these little like games related to Jurassic World and Jurassic Park. Yeah, Barbara. I think this is pretty awesome. I think you definitely need to plan a trip. Oh, yes. So here's some more new merchandise that they have. I love this little bag. Oh, I need this. This is so cute. Mainly, I like that there's a zipper pouch on the outside. So I'm gonna come around the back side here. This is the exit of the Velocicoaster. Just like a lot of the other rides here, you can get your picture taken. And now we came out the back side and we're at the front of the ride. So it all ties together. There are some lockers that we just saw. For being what I call a brand new ride, yes, it has been open. It is only at 90 minutes. It's only at 90 minutes. Oh, that is awesome. Look at that. That is so cool. So you go in like you're going into the raptor paddock. So they do have a single rider, which is really good to know. Hi, Monica. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. We are here at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure to check out the new Velocicoaster. We just went through their little gift shop. I wish I could show you inside a little bit. I wonder if you can see the raptors from here. I'll try. So this is the inside of the line cube, but this is only one of many. I can't zoom in too well, sorry. I've got my hands on my sunglasses and one hand on the camera. There, we can look a little bit. So that's pretty cool. The lights in the inside there with those raptors, they light up, they change color. So you can see it a little bit, changing colors in the background. And that's only one of about 4 rooms. So here, guests who are coming to see the Velocicoaster, you essentially can see your friends and family on it. I mean, it can be a little tough because they're going so fast, but you're right here watching them, you know, come up the top of the top hat and down and right past you. And you can watch them come all the way around over here. So from the front ride entrance. So pretty cool. And to know that this only opened a week ago, I think 90 minutes is very, very fair. Yeah, awesome. I think, so what do you guys think of this? Like, is this something that you want to ride or maybe not? It's a pretty cool attraction. And I know that here in Orlando, everybody's been really excited for it to be open because we've been watching it being built. And I'll come over here just briefly. So we're gonna go head into the Harry Potter area. And that is, they basically built this on the back side of where Harry Potter Hogsmeade is located. I'm gonna go in there. Before I go into the Harry Potter area, I'm gonna tell everybody on the stream that notoriously I sometimes get poor signal in there just because there's a lot of people in a cramped location. So again, we'll take one look at this entrance to the Velocicoaster. So super awesome what they've done with that. Woohoo! I know, thanks Monica. Well, thank you for joining. Barbara, thanks again for the sticker. Here, I gotta turn the camera around because so now you guys can see me. So I'll take a moment because I'm here in the shade. But I've got my Jurassic Park shirt on. I'm loving the Velocicoaster. And we just went through the little gift shop. If you are interested to go on this ride, you absolutely have to book and you have to come now because it's, I mean, even 90 minutes for a brand new ride is not that long. Hi Stormtrooper, it's good to see you. You just saw it again come through. This is the entrance that you go through to get onto the Velocicoaster. So we're gonna start heading into the Harry Potter area. I'm hoping I don't have any trouble, but occasionally I can struggle with some of the cell signal in there. So fingers crossed I'm good and I can show you everything over there because I actually brought my Harry Potter wand and we can do some of the spells too. So Barbara, thank you again for being a super fan and for hanging out with us and for the sticker. Thank you so much. So let me turn this over so we can keep moving. There. So again, it's so good to see everybody. I love talking about Universal. As I was mentioning, Adam and I do a lot of Walt Disney World stuff. We love both the parks equally. We're probably at both of the parks equally as often, so we could tell. Stormtrooper reporting for duty. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you joining, and you know what? We need you here. So thanks for commenting. We could tell you pretty much anything you need to know, whether it's about Disney or here at Universal. So we are gonna, oh man, these kids crack me up. Like when you are hanging out with a camera and talking, like these kids are having such a good time here. It makes my heart so happy to see people having a good time and enjoying themselves. So I kind of did a roundabout thing, I will confess. So this is the actual entrance sign. If you are interested to go on the Velocicoaster, you got to follow this sign. If you, it's not ideal to go into the Discovery Center like I did and down through the exit. It wasn't truly the exit. That gift shop is open to anybody, but it's better to come through here because you don't know where the line is started. So here they tell you the wait time here, but they also tell you when you get to the front of the ride. So, with that said, I've had a fantastic time showing you. Oh yes, I do need to stay alert. Thank you, Stormtrooper. That is very important to note. There are velociraptors everywhere. Now, I wish I could have gotten in. I did check. I was hoping that I could go into the Velociraptor encounter and show you guys that, but they were at capacity for today. So, one thing I did miss, and I didn't think about it, is they have a churro stand. And it's kind of a big deal right now for fans of Universal Studios and annual pass holders and team members. So everybody loves churros. Yes, I love churros. You love churros. You know, even if they're not your favorite desserts, I got to come back. I got to come back because we got to talk about this. So Universal so affectionately did not announce the Velocicoaster right away. They just started building, and everybody knew clearly a roller coaster was being built. And they did not tell anybody. So it started to be a joke with the fans of Universal and the annual pass holders. And they said, okay, well, I guess you're just building a churro stand. So there was lots of memes, there was lots of jokes, and Universal just kept commenting and said, yes, we're gonna build a churro stand. And everybody was laughing and having a good time. And Universal did not announce the name of the roller coaster or what they were doing until very late in the game. So, hi Peter, welcome. We just finished with Velocicoaster, and I was looking for my churro, but I can't find them. So I'm gonna have to look into that for next time. But so the churros are a super big funny joke here. They built some extra churro stands in honor of all the jokes that were made and memes about Universal building a churro stand instead of a roller coaster. So they actually handed out to guests this weekend. They handed free. This is not like paid. On opening day, they handed out free churros to the guests who went on the Velocicoaster. I mean, how awesome is that? We are, oh my gosh, Stormtrooper, you missed it. You're gonna have to go back. So, you're gonna have to go back, Stormtrooper, and go check out the River Adventure ride that we just saw, because we saw everybody getting splashed, and the River Adventure ride was fantastic. I didn't go on it because you can't take the camera on there, but we had a good time watching all of that. So we are about to head into Hogsmeade and go see Harry Potter, and I got my wand that I'm gonna have to get out. So bear with me. I'm hoping the signal's going to make it, and if not, I'll have to rush through there. So let's see. Okay, I can guess I can put my sunglasses back on. Now we're going back into the sun. Oh. You guys, like, this Hogsmeade Castle is like just a sight to be seen. If you are a Harry Potter fan, like there's nothing like being here and seeing it in person. And additionally, there's a hippogriff ride here in the background. But lots of people come here. This is a great photo spot. It sounds like they actually have the frog choir going, so we can go check them out.
Photograph of just the choir for anyone who would like to do so in the spirit of magical cooperation. So one's out there in the end. Frogs up high, everyone. All right, on the count of 3, shall we? 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, this was our final concert of the day. But we will be back again with more concerts tomorrow, so please do come back again and join us. All right, everyone, I think that does it for now. Let's be off, shall we? Thanks very much, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow.
So, I'm kind of bummed. We missed the frog choir. Well, only by minutes. Only by minutes. So, this is the entrance to the ride Forbidden Journey. So Forbidden Journey is in the Hogwarts Castle. So that's what a lot of people, you know, kind of refer to it as. Sometimes they don't know the actual name, but it's in the Hogwarts Castle. It's one of my favorites for sure. And it is a ride that most people can go on. If you have some motion sickness, maybe avoid it. Oh my gosh, Peter, yes. It's definitely busy, but I will confess, this Hogsmeade and Harry Potter area is always the busiest. Even when the other pieces of the park are quiet, this Harry Potter area is always the worst. So, oh my gosh. Yes, so Stormtrooper, you are so true. They used to have a Jurassic Park vehicle where you can take a picture. So they have two. They have the SUV and the T-Rex, which is on one side of the Jurassic Park area. And then they have the Jeep that notoriously people like. That's by one of the other dinosaurs as you on the other side. So I will say, I'm kind of bummed because I'm using my phone, but my favorite thing here is to go into the three broomsticks and get a pear cider. They only have it here. Oh yeah, Stormtrooper, let's just take a moment of silence for Dueling Dragons. Yeah, most definitely. Actually, while I do that, let me put the camera right here on this fun guy. And I will get my wand out so we can talk about that a little bit. You won't find like a better shot. This is, so during the, I would say holidays, usually during the summer, they did take a little cue from Disney, I will say, and they did a projection show. It all started with Christmas. They did a Christmas show a few years back, and they projected it onto the castle. And I know that there was a little bit of rivalry and just kind of some thoughts behind how they were going to do that. I will tell you, it was unbelievable. And so everybody loved it so much. Day after day after day, they would just fill this section that you're looking at here with people wall to wall. And everybody loved it so much, they got a big following. So later during that summer, they then put together a summertime projection show right here on Hogwarts Castle, and it was fantastic as well. So they had nighttime activities here on Islands of Adventure. It's one of the 2 parks here on property, and it was fantastic. And I miss them. You know, there's fireworks on the other side at the Universal Studios in the lagoon. But I'm hoping, I'm just really, really hoping. I know everybody's excited about fireworks, but the projection show for Harry Potter here was amazing. I'm just taking a quick water break. Well, hi everybody. So take a little bit of water here since I've been talking for a little bit. So that's one of the things here that is different and unique to this area. They have nighttime shows, but of course with the quarantine and all the changes, they haven't done that light show. So I'm thinking that once they things get better, that will come back. But yes, definitely at Christmas time, and then they had a summertime show as well. So I got my Harry Potter wand here. But one thing when we talk about wands, I'll show you in some of the stores. So there are 2 kinds. You have interactive wands like I have, and you can see it a little bit. It's got a tip here that indicates and helps you do the spells. Now, I noticed this when I grabbed it to put into my bag, that it's got a little bit of a scratch on it. So that can be detrimental in the sensor picking up the spell. And usually that's the cause if you're having trouble with one of these. That's usually the main cause, is because maybe you scratched this sensor here on the top. Oh, thanks, Peter. I'm happy to bring the stream to you guys, and I'm so happy that all of you guys are here with me tonight. So I figure I'll show you guys some of the spells here, and then we'll start heading into the other park here in a little bit. So we are in Islands of Adventure. We did the one thing that I was most excited about, to talk about the Velocicoaster, and I've got my Harry Potter wand here. Speaking of the wands, you can do a couple things. They do have a wand show, a wand ceremony, and they choose one person in each group, in each room. And you might not be the one chosen, but if you are, you can watch it. And I'm going to, you can go ahead and then pick the wand the wand chooses the wizard, so they help you and they kind of decide it for you. But otherwise you can go into the store, and then you can go into the store, and then you can pick one out. So this one we just picked out. It does not belong to any particular character. Oh, Stormtrooper, yes, I was just getting to that, and Adam beat me to it. So, yes, the DJI OM4 is the gimbal that we're using, and honestly, it's great. I highly recommend it. if you do any kind of streaming or need it for anything that you do, it's a great purchase. So you can look that up. So let's go take a look. Now that I've had a little break, I've had a little water, and we've had this beautiful sunset view of Hogwarts Castle. I'm so bummed because I would love to take you in there, but you know, they don't let me do that with a camera. And it's a little aggressive in there. I'd probably drop it. So, let's see here. I'm gonna try to do something, I'll try to pick a spell that's like kind of fun that you guys can see. So, here's Ollivander's where you can go and do the wand ceremony. And you'll see there's people waiting in line for that. And you get into big groups. Okay, so I have my wand. And honestly, this was a poor idea, guys. So all of the wand spaces have this little marker on the ground. And it tells you the motion that you should make to make something happen. So in this case, we've got this cake right here. And what's supposed to happen, well, I've done it before, this little snowman will move on the cake if we do the spell right. So I went, I'm gonna try to follow the spell here. We'll see if we can get it. My wand has a defect, so I might have to try another one. Okay, you guys go ahead and I'll film it. Okay, this nice lady's going to try it with hers. Yep.
Okay, try it now all in one thing. Up, down, and up.
I do know this one's a tough one.
Try to keep trying it. Try to curve it a little when you go down a little. No, the other way. It's like, yeah, see how this goes down?
See, she's having trouble. I wonder if the reader on this one might not be going well. But everybody gets these wands and then they sit and you can go from place to place to place.
This is how you do it. This is how you do it.
Oh, see?
All right, next one. Here we go.
On this one, this little girl is making, you can see the tape measure go down on it. Okay. Now, and it can go up. So you can do 2 spells right on this one. We'll see. Okay. So what we were seeing was the tape measure go down. We'll see. And you know, I should be doing this right-handed and hold the camera with the left. That's half my problem. Okay. I have bad luck today. Yep. This is not ideal for me. I might need to invest in a new wand. I'm very disappointed. So we might have to watch some other people do wands because I think that my sensor has been too badly damaged. That's a shame. But you know what? I will say, the wand that I have, we purchased it, I kid you not, about 4 years ago. And this wand and the sensor has been good to us for that many years. My kids have used it many times when we're here because we're local. We've allowed other people who are friends and family who are here and are want to do spells, we let them take it to the parks. So honestly, if I've got a busted wand here, I'm not too sad. We've gotten a lot of use out of it. And I will mention, if these wands are about $50, we should go into the wand shop and we'll take a look. And so they're about $50. And that sounds expensive, but like I said, my wand is an example of how much use you can get out of it. And if you tell them that the tip of it, like if you just bought it, I don't have the heart to ask them to replace it for me. Maybe they will. That would be pretty good customer service. But if you are having trouble, you can take it back into the shop and they will fix it up for you. So why don't we go in there and take a look at the wands? Because, you know, I could use a new one probably. I'm not going to buy one today, but we can see which ones they have. So if you're just joining the stream again, I'm Kristen with Streaming the Magic. We are here in Hogsmeade, the Harry Potter area. We're about to go into the Owl Post and check out the wands that they have. Here we go. So without having to open up all the boxes, they've got them here and they show you what they look like without having to open all of them up. The gift shop, if you're a Harry Potter fan, the gift shop is great. They have pretty much anything you could think of in here. It's super cold in here, which is nice to get out of the heat a little bit. I'm going to take a look at some of these wands right here. So you can get a wand like mine that is not associated with a character. Right here. So these wands are $55. So you can get anything from, let's see here.
This is like the shop.
Let's see here. I want to find like Harry Potter from. Oh, I bet everybody's over by the Harry Potter and the Hermione Granger wands. There's quite a little crowd over there. So maybe I'll look at some of these other ones. Oh, interesting. So, yeah, all the interactive wands from some of the more well-known characters like Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, Sirius Black, they're all in this section right here, and they're $55. But I was just mentioning it is worth it. So if you are wanting to incorporate that into your trip or your time here,
Yeah, she likes that.
so here's Dumbledore. Let's look at Dumbledore's wand. So it comes in this nice box. And it comes with this piece of paper right here. It gives you a map of everything that you need to know about where to use your spells on property. And I'll give you a little secret. When we get into Diagon Alley, there are 2 unmarked wand spell areas. We're gonna put Dumbledore back. This store is a little busy, so let's come out here and let's go talk about Hagrid's for a little bit. Okay, so yeah, Barbara, the interactive wands are so much fun. This is the line for the butterbeer cart. It's a little busy, but if you come here, I feel like you have to have a butterbeer. You know, I'm not gonna wait in this line. I've had butterbeer quite a few times. And I will give you a tip. So there is this butterbeer cart right here, right outside the Hagrid's ride. But you also can get butterbeer in the Three Broomsticks restaurant right here. And there's also another cart that's right outside the Hogwarts Castle. And I'm going to take a brief moment to tell you about one of the hardest rides to get on. Is this ride right here, Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. It is as phenomenal as you would think it would be. I regret that unfortunately there's no way at all that I can stream or show you any of it, because they make you put all of your things right over here in these lockers, and you cannot go into the entrance over there if you have a bag or if you have anything in your hands. I know if you have like maybe a soda, for example, or a water bottle that you can throw away, they'll let you bring it in there. But otherwise, you can't bring any of that in. You have to put it in the locker. So, and the walls are built up so high around there, so you have no idea what the ride looks like for the very first time until you get in line. And you can see it a little bit when you're in line. But it doesn't, just talking about it doesn't do it justice. Like, they call it a family coaster, and for the last 2 years, it's been the hardest ride. In my opinion, you have Rise of the Resistance at Disney, and you have Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure here at Universal. And those two, I think Hagrid's might actually be harder to get on than Rise of the Resistance. So, I mean, I think we've been on it maybe 3 times. Now you can see the wait's 90 minutes. They used to have a virtual queue, and the line was so bad that you couldn't even come line up. They didn't even have a wait time. You had to sign up for the virtual queue, or you couldn't go on it at all. So I'm excited that I think Velocicoaster opening has allowed for the line here to go down a little bit. So you can see here, we are nearing like kind of the end of the night over at Universal, and it's not dying down. It is super busy. I'm gonna jump right through here. So right through here, you can take your picture with the Hogwarts Express, and the conductor is usually standing out here, or with social distancing, they'll put them up on the platform, and you can take your pictures with the Hogwarts Express. Once they opened up both sections of Harry Potter in this park and in Universal Studios, they opened up the train here. This is the Hogsmeade to King's Cross, and you can take this train from either park. You have to have a 2-park ticket, and they have Express Pass for it as well. So if you want to get over there, you can take the train versus walking. Oh, Urban Dreams, thanks for joining. So what are the COVID restrictions like in the parks? Do you still have to wear masks? And are social distancing measures still in place? Well, let me do this. Let me turn around, and I'll talk about that for a minute here. Let me put my wand down. I'm gonna switch arms. Okay. So, hi, I'm Kristen. Nice to see you guys. So we're hanging out at Universal today. We are here at the entrance to the Harry Potter area. And so Urban Dreams is asking about the COVID restrictions. Universal has recently lifted pretty much all restrictions. So they do not require masks. They don't require masks outside or in the parks or in the stores or indoors. So what you will hear them talk about in the loudspeaker as you walk through is they will come across and they'll say, if you are fully vaccinated, you do not need to wear a face covering. But what they do tell you is if they recommend all others, and I note the word recommend. That's what they're using in their statement. They recommend that you wear it if you are not. So there is nobody here enforcing any of that. And they are not enforcing any social distancing. There are markers that are in the parks in some places, but not everywhere anymore. So like Disney started to take those away, but Universal has, they're still around. You can see them. They're slowly kind of taking them off, but they're still around. So I think from what I've seen, just being on some of the rides in the last couple weeks, you still see people who are distanced. You know, they're not standing as close, but as you could see just behind me, we just finished up in the Hogsmeade Harry Potter area. It is packed. It is wall to wall, shoulder to shoulder in some cases. But that's kind of the parks in general in Orlando. So Disney has the same situation. It's not a Universal thing. It's not a Disney thing. That's kind of just the situation. So I'm gonna actually put the camera down for a minute over here. I see a perfect spot so that I can just briefly talk about that while all these nice people walk by. There we go. So yeah, so this is the entrance to Harry Potter. So you'll see plenty of people walking around and without their mask. And you can go in the store, you can go in the line of the ride, and you don't need to wear them there either. Disney currently, and by currently, I mean as in only the next 2 days, is having you wear your mask, your face covering, indoors. They did just change the policy, I believe it was yesterday, and Disney will not be enforcing that. But their policy over at Disney, although they're not going to have you wear it on the rides or in the stores anymore, they are stating that you have to wear it on Disney transportation. I thought that was kind of unique. They won't make you wear it anywhere else, but they will ironically have you wear it on the monorail, on Disney buses, and one other place. They did not say ferry. I did not see the ferry listed. So I guess maybe because that's kind of a full outdoors thing. But they said you do need to wear it on those places. So that was kind of odd to me, maybe because they're putting so many people in one place. And I know Adam was over at Disney this week, and he said like multiple people are going on the monorail. They're kind of going back to packing them in those cars. So that might be the reason why. Oh my gosh, Barbara, so you have an original Elder Wand. I would love for my next wand to be an Elder Wand. I love the whole concept. I love all of that storyline. So maybe the next wand that I get will have to be an Elder Wand. I feel, I'll just confess, I am a Slytherin. I'm very determined. I am not a bad person. Just happen to be a Slytherin. And I think the Elder Wand belongs with me, quite honestly. So let me see here. I know I saw somebody had posted something that was interesting here. Just a minute. My favorite show is The Adventure of Sinbad. Well, that's funny. I'm going to turn the camera around. Let's talk about that. So that was a fun little chat. I'm going to put my wand away because we're heading out. Oh, Barbara, thank you so much. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the sticker. And you know what? While the camera's sitting down, I think I'll take one more drink of water. Gosh, time flies when you're having fun. I can't believe it's almost 8 o'clock here. So, speaking of Sinbad, Sinbad was a great show. Let me come over this way here. Yeah, Barbara, thank you so much for a sticker. You are definitely a super fan. I love having you hang out and chat with me all night. It is just, it's great when you guys hang out and support the stream, and we just enjoy chatting with you guys. I am right now heading towards this Sinbad show, which they are no longer doing. So I'm kind of sad. This is the interactive fountain, and it will talk to you during the day. That's not going on later in the day like this. They don't really do that. But it will sit there and talk to you, and it's super fun to sit here and watch it talk to all the people that walk up to it. So Sinbad is no longer going. They were using it as a rest station during COVID. So we've kind of done most of Islands of Adventure. So I'm gonna head over to the Universal Studios side of things because they have a store over there, the Tribute store, which has all sorts of things Jurassic Park. And what they do is it's kind of a seasonal store. And whatever they've got going on, whether it's Mardi Gras, the Mardi Gras Festival, whether it's Christmas, Grinchmas, whether right now they're highlighting Velocicoaster in Jurassic Park, they have a store called the Tribute store that they put all sorts of cool merchandise in relating to that, and even awesome food and desserts. I'm most excited about the food and the desserts, okay? And once we're over there, we can check out Diagon Alley, the other piece of Harry Potter area here on the property. So let's head out and we'll go into the other park and we'll go through City Walk a little bit. And now that it's dusk and it's, I have to say, comparatively to other parks in Orlando, this particular theme park is pretty well shaded. It's not so bad. Like, there's a lot of trees. Now I will say, once it starts to rain, they don't have a lot of cover. There might be trees, but there's not a lot of cover. And it keeps you pretty shaded for most of the day. So we'll go through Seuss Landing, and let's go over to the actual Universal Studios side of things. So we can go check out all of these like classic rides like E.T. and the Mummies over there, Minions. Somebody earlier was asking about Shrek. So we've had a lot of people come and go. I'll just take another quick moment while I'm walking out to say that my name is Kristen, and thank you so much for joining Streaming the Magic. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel so you can get alerts of when we go live. My name again is Kristen, and usually I'm on Sunday nights for the wonderful world of Walt Disney World. We chat and we hang out and stream from someplace in Walt Disney World. And you'll see me that's with my husband Adam. And Adam is almost always around. He is unavailable tonight at an event, lending his very technical services and doing a fantastic job on that tonight. So I had told him that I am wanting to go see the Velocicoaster and hang out at Universal. And so I said I might as well stream and hang out with you guys. So here I am tonight, but you'll see Adam tomorrow. I think he's heading over here once he's done with his event tonight. So I'm not sure if we'll catch him on the stream later tonight or not. But welcome, you know, thanks again Stormtrooper for hanging out, Urban Dreams. Barbara is my super fan, is here again. Peter, another super fan. So we are happy to have you guys hanging out with me tonight. So, you know, I just want to mention, as we're kind of walking out through this Dr. Seuss area, again, most of the rides do not have that long of a wait. Oh my gosh, yeah, Barbara, you tell me. You come on over, we'll hang out at Universal, we'll do all sorts of crazy fun stuff. I love hanging out at Disney too. My pass is blacked out, so I gotta wait a little bit on that. But I'll be back at Disney in the parks, but usually I'm over at Disney Springs a lot too. But Universal I'm at quite a bit. And like pretty much any ride I'll do. If you guys were on the stream earlier, I'm not an overly huge fan of the Dr. Doom's Fear Fall, mainly because I don't really like, I don't like this, like the actual drop. I don't mind a roller coaster hill drop, but the fear falling, the falling stuff is not in my wheelhouse. So I'm so excited to get over to the studio side of things. We have seen so much over at Islands of Adventure, but truthfully, I do like Universal Studios the most. The studio side has like all the kind of the iconic rides, and I was hoping to get over there because they have the tribute store, and we'll check out how busy they are over there. You know, I should mention too, if you are not familiar with the parks, we just passed a gentleman that here at Universal, if you have got the money to spend and you want an unbelievable experience, they do VIP tours. I know Disney does them too, but since we're at Universal, I'll talk about Universal. I just saw a gentleman back there. He was definitely a VIP tour guide, and you pay for your ticket, and then you pay, I'll just call it a large dollar amount for a VIP tour. The tour guide from Universal takes you around. They tell you all of the phenomenal tips and tricks and the special things about the parks that you wouldn't normally know unless somebody told you. So the VIP tour also, they don't just express pass you on the VIP tour. They take you straight on the ride. There is no wait. So they take you from ride to ride to ride to the very front. So not only are you getting just this really exciting, memorable experience of them telling you kind of, you know, things that the normal person might not know, but they're also letting you go on the rides like in record time. So on busy times, I have to say, I can definitely see why a family, if you have the money to spend, would want to pay for the VIP tour because it's just like walking right on. So it's now you can't now if you don't want to do the express pass, of course, or the VIP tour, which is again more money than I have, but the express passes are an excellent deal. So you can get an express pass here one of two ways. So everybody knows, just for food for thought, Disney to this point, Disney formerly had free fast pass. So you were able to book your fast pass on the My Disney experience, and there wasn't a cost to that. There are certainly rumors about, you know, Disney having a paid system, but so this is what Universal system is, and this is why it's successful. So you can stay on property. They have 3 hotels, and they are higher end hotels. So it's the Hard Rock, the Portofino Bay, and the Royal Pacific. And those 3 hotels, if you stay there, you do pay more in price, and it can be anywhere from $200 or $300 a night to maybe $600 a night. But that includes express pass all day long. So if you think about it, if you have a party of 4 and there's no reservations, like unlike Disney, you just show up to your ride, you go in the express line, and maybe you wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes at most in the express line. It is, and even if you paid peak season prices, we'll just use the Hard Rock Hotel for example, and you have a family of 4 or a party of 4 that's staying at the Hard Rock, and you pay, we'll say $500 a night, you are completely saving money and time, because just to get express passes is normally about $100 each pass. So you pay for your ticket to get in, plus that extra money for the express pass if you're staying at a different hotel. But those few hotels that I mentioned, so just food for thought if you're on property. Also, the annual passes for Universal, if you're like us, we have the top tier Premier Pass, which does include the Express Pass in it. So I can only get in the Express line after 4 p.m., but Universal does have a program where their annual pass does include it. That is what's different than Disney. So we just waved goodbye to Islands of Adventure. Bye! And we are going to head to the other side. We're gonna walk through City Walk over here, and we're gonna head over to Universal Studios. So, oh my gosh, yeah, thanks Barbara. You know, said thank you earlier, but I'll just note, yes, tomorrow will be exciting. Adam's been talking all week about surprises. I'm not gonna talk about the surprise tonight. We're too close. You guys need to watch us tomorrow. I'm not giving any hints, but I'm sure it's not gonna be that shocking. So let's go through City Walk here. Yeah, I hope Adam's watching. I hope he should come over and come buy me some nachos or, I don't know, dinner tonight. We love hanging out at City Walk. The big attraction in City Walk, people love this Toothsome restaurant, the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium. I will say, it is worth it to try at least once. Is the food good? You know, I have to admit, I tend to not eat really heavy meals when I'm out at the park like this. So a couple of times, that I've been here, I've had something light, like a chicken sandwich or a salad. So I probably am really bad about asking if the food is good. But I will say the desserts are out of this world, and that's what you're coming for. And yes, they have the big shakes that everybody talks about, and it's so worth it. Yeah, Gary, it's Gary, sorry. Yes, you're welcome for streaming, number one. I'm so glad that you could hang out with us and everybody else who's been watching us on the stream today. And you know, it is a super cool view. I think even if you're not headed into the parks, sometimes we come over here and just go for a walk, quite honestly. It's similar to, you know, a Disney Springs. It's not as big for sure, but look at this. Like, so you see people sitting here, you can go grab a drink, or maybe you just want to grab some voodoo donuts over on the other side, and you want to sit down and just enjoy kind of like watching everybody. There's so many spots where you can just have some quiet time, or you can party it up to your heart's content here at City Walk. You have both of those two options. Like, it can be as quiet or as loud and busy as you want it to be. Oh yeah, Barbara, that is big bucks for sure. Oh yeah, like, so everybody's coming for dining right now. Well, the parks close in just a little bit, in an hour, so people are starting to come out, and it's hot today. So we noticed this at the parks, Universal or Disney. Yeah, Adam, you are required to come to City Walk. So, you know, people tend to like go have dinner around this time. They used to not have dining reservations here. It used to just be walk-ups for everybody, all the restaurants here, but they've recently changed that. And now you can go on the Universal website and you can book reservations for these, which helps tremendously, especially for somebody like me who maybe, yeah, I can walk into the parks, but I don't always want to come to the parks. Maybe I just want to come for dinner. My kids really love the Embassy Sports grill, so we head in there and get nachos, or I don't know, they eat all sorts of stuff over there. But Adam and I go to the Mexican restaurant Antojitos all the time. So you know what I'm gonna do, as long as I'm down here, I'll come right up by the iconic Universal Globe. Yeah, it's a romantic stroll or a walk. Like, it is. It's really kind of peaceful, and I find that's what's a little bit different in this area than Disney Springs. It's pretty crazy at Disney Springs in all areas. Like, here, there's some divided walkways that you can walk on, and you can have a nice evening walk and enjoy the night, versus being in the thick of everything if you don't want to. What you're seeing here is the boats that go over to the hotels here on property. So we'll come right up over here, the major picture spot. And you know, guys, it's 8 o'clock, like on a Saturday night. Like, this is, you can still have a great time even when it's crowded. Hey Heather, nice to see you. It is very nice and sunny. I was telling everybody on the stream earlier, I have to admit, I was a little nervous driving over here at like 5 o'clock because the storm clouds were rolling in, and I was I was worried. I was worried because yesterday we had a storm and it was raining pretty bad from like 6 to 7. And I thought, oh man, I really hope it's not storming while I schedule this stream for today. So, oh my gosh, yeah, Denver, North Carolina is rainy. That's a shame. That's a real shame. So I hope it gets sunny for you tomorrow. You know, I should just point this out before I go into the Universal Studios side. The NBC Sports Grill there, what's kind of fun is the Olympics are coming up in Tokyo. And when there's major sporting events like the Olympics, they broadcast them on those big screens out there. So if there's a big football game, you know, NBC is covering it, I should say, because it is the NBC Sports Grill, then they broadcast it out there and they kind of make a big deal about it. So I'm just gonna come up here so that I can have a quick drink of water before we walk into I think I can come in over here and put the camera down real quick. You can just see how many people are kind of hanging out. They take a lot of pictures here before they go in, as they go out. Here we go. So I'm gonna grab a quick, I'm gonna let you guys kind of have a nice view. I'm gonna grab a drink of water, change out, get my pass ready so that we can go into the next park. And that's how easy it is. You can just take a nice leisurely stroll from one park right to the other. As long as you have that 2-park ticket, of course. Now, I will admit, guys, Adam and I do love Disney, but truth be told, we got engaged here and we got married here. So there's a little bit of an extra love for this very spot over at Universal. Stormtrooper. Can I recommend a perfect restaurant for a date night? Well, I can do 2 things for you. One, if you're looking for a more upscale date night, like we're talking like real expensive, like it's a special night or a special occasion, like an anniversary, over at the Palm, let me start with this. Over at the Hard Rock Hotel, there's a restaurant called The Palm, and it is got the best steak and seafood. It is very expensive. Like I said, it'd be for kind of a special night, an anniversary maybe situation, and that is a dress up kind of date night. If you are looking to have like a fun date night, like Adam and I go out, like maybe we're just dressed casually, we want to have a fun night out together. Our favorite is, we love Antojitos Mexican here at City Walk, and they are have great food. They've got a mariachi band, so it's a fun atmosphere if you like Mexican food. Additionally, we absolutely love Pat O'Brien's. That is a dueling piano bar. And you know, what's more fun than to put a song in the bucket for the piano guys to sing and play, kind of dedicated to your date. I think that's kind of fun, and we absolutely love. There's a gentleman over there called Blake Guyer, Guyre, and he plays here on Universal property at Pat O'Brien's and on the main stage, and he's on YouTube as well, and he is just an amazing artist. And we see him at Pat O'Brien's. We you know, you can't really dance, but you know, you can dance in your seat and at your table, and to me those places are great. However, additionally, Cowfish is kind of a seafood. It's odd. It's a seafood and burger bar. Now some people are, I'm sorry, sushi and burger bar. Now some people would be like, are you crazy, Kristen, because I don't like sushi, or how does sushi and burgers go together? Well, I'll tell you, they do. They make it together, and they have them separate in some unique combinations, and it is one of the best restaurants on property. I don't go there as much to Cowfish because honestly, we tend to go some of the other places a little bit more, but Cowfish is another great spot that you can't help but have a good time. So I better get into Universal Studios because we only have so much limited time here. And thanks for letting me take a little bit of a water break. But again, thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. It's been such a great time hanging out with all of you and checking out Universal Studios and be able to share all of the things that we know about the parks here at Universal. So this is the Universal Studios entrance. I was just talking about the Olympics. So they're, because NBC, you know, is owned and, you know, is partnering, is together, owned by Universal, they are advertising a lot for the Olympics right now. And you'll be able to see them broadcast it here at the NBC Sports Grill. Oh yeah, Barbara, you like to take the boat ride from the Hard Rock to the parks. You know what? We do too. So often we'll go into the Hard Rock Hotel and maybe we'll have a drink or dinner, and then we'll walk over very quietly or take a boat. So let's see how busy it is. You know, the sun's going down, so it makes it just utterly a perfect temperature here. And it's not too hot at all. Stormtrooper, you are so right. The building right there used to be the NASCAR Cafe. That is the old NBC Sports Grill. Yes. I did not ever go into the NASCAR Cafe. I didn't try it. I know it was there. And if I'm pretty confident they had replica cars out front that you could take photos with. Okay, so let me go through the turnstile here. Oh, they're playing like this epic E.T. music. That's such a good movie too. Okay, so let me scan my pass here. And I just need a little fingerprint.
Very good.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Heather, you are so right. So Disney just announced that on June 15th, that you don't have to wear masks except for on transportation. You know, I will say it was bound to happen. You know, it's pretty busy here right now, but it's equally shoulder to shoulder busy. And here's my opinion. Like, they are, you know, they're kind of letting lots of people in. They're trying to grow their numbers. And it was a fight for them to ask people to keep the masks on. also, to me, I think kind of like Universal bent and just kind of took away masks altogether, and it's just a recommendation now. And I think Disney just saw the benefit in just saying, look, you know, you don't have to wear them when you're in line for the rides. So how will it go? Well, I think people were having trouble wearing them anyway. I'm not saying that was right or wrong or good or bad. I just know from experience, I felt real bad for a lot of these team members who are just getting paid a minimal amount and getting yelled at daily because people didn't want to keep them on. So luckily, things are safer. There's vaccines in place, and you know, I think I'll hope for the best. And I think that, you know, what's important is that people make good choices in that. So here, Despicable Me, such the cutest ride, and I love that movie. If you love Despicable Me, go ahead and tell me, because I just think it's super cute. And again, it's super busy. It is a Saturday night in June. This is kind of typical Universal. By this time of night, people are starting to exit. They've had a long day, and this wait's only 35 minutes. So we were talking about express passes a little bit earlier. So I'll show you. If you had express pass, let me come across here. So the express pass line is right here on the edge. These people are pretty much just walking up. They're passing everybody in line, and they're gonna let them all in right now. So they're pretty much just going straight in, because this cast or team members gonna let them in right here in the express line, and they waited maybe 5 minutes tops. And you go into the ride, and you watch a little movie in there before you go in and do the actual attraction. So it is worth it for sure. One thing we just passed, Shrek 4D. I would love to take you guys in some of these, and I know, so I'll just explain that. I can't take you in because Universal is very different than Disney. They've got a lot of licensing on these rides and attractions, so you can't be filming. And Disney has the same thing, just not on all their rides. Real quick, I know somebody on the stream earlier. I know, Barbara, I need to go get some donuts later or something. The big trick for the Voodoo Donuts is they have mobile ordering too. A lot of people go and stand in that long line when you can just mobile order your donuts and like walk in and pick them up. Oh man, this is exciting. I gotta come through here. So this is normally where you would see Shrek and Donkey. And the characters come out and you can take your picture with them. I know that they are visiting people right now because I saw some pictures that people had. What I'm most interested about is we are on one side of the Transformers ride, and this is where you can meet the Transformers and take your picture. They have not been having them come out, and it looks like they are back. So let's go see which Transformer is here. Oh, so exciting. Optimus Prime is here making appearances, and it is a lot of fun to sit here and watch these Transformers take pictures with these kids and people.
The honor is all mine.
On the red
So they change out these Transformers. This is Optimus Prime, but Bumblebee will come out as well.
And to wash your hands often. Face coverings are not required for fully vaccinated guests. Guests who are not fully vaccinated should wear face
So they
coverings
are,
while indoors.
in this situation,
Thank you for your
you know,
cooperation.
this shows like they're having the characters come a little bit closer with the guests over here at Universal, having a little more normalcy in the pictures. And I think they're all just really fun pictures to have,
And I also made
especially when these Transformers interact with the crowd. Hi.
is the best character.
I think Optimus Prime is the best character.
But the bad one does bad stuff to them.
That's true. He's the good guy. Yep.
I'm supposed to take a picture.
Oh my God. Are you going to have your picture taken? You are? Oh, good. You should. Optimus Prime is the best. Oh. Oh, looks like they're finishing up for the day.
Welcome, recruits.
Uh-oh.
To the next facility for your training.
Oh, he's all done for the night. So he's saying goodbye.
Please, go on.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
yes, Winter.
Decepticons will flood the area. I must defend. Roll out. Thank you, human.
Oh my gosh. So fun. And that little boy right there is the cutest. So that little boy that I don't show any kids' faces or anything when I stream if I can't help it, if they're talking to me. But that little boy was telling me about how much he loves Optimus Prime and he loves the Transformers and he fights bad guys. So, oh my gosh, it just made me smile. They love it. Oh my gosh, E.T., I know. Stormtrooper, here, I'll go down there before it gets too late. I can't, again, it stinks so much because I wish I could go in these rides. But, you know. So here's another restaurant, Mel's Drive-In. That's pretty popular nationally. I know that they have locations kind of everywhere. And it's a decent burger on property. I think that if you're just wanting a burger and a shake, they do a good job. And they've got a fun, very cold, nice restaurant in there for you to hang out at. So, real quick, before I head down to E.T. and cut across to Harry Potter, is just gonna capture this like kind of sunset view here. It is beautiful. This is where they do the fireworks show in the evening. It's gonna be at 9 o'clock tonight. And everybody starts lining up and getting ready. Yeah, about 8:30. So that's why people are starting to get ready. I'm not gonna sit over there because we're gonna go take a walk around for a while. But the best spot is right over here in what they call Central Park. Hi, Jack. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Heather is asking how much is the express passes. Over here at Universal, they have express passes that are similar to what people know at Disney, that help you, I don't want to say skip the line because that's a bad representation, but maybe you wait like 5, 10, 15 minutes at tops. And you can go on their website. They're usually around, you pay your ticket price. So there's that. You always have to pay for a ticket. To add the express pass on is about $100 to $120 per person. to have that ability. I find that it's very well worth it. I do have that included in my annual pass because with my kids, it's a real benefit to me. But, I know it's not always affordable for everyone. And like, I don't pay that every time I come here. It's something that was built into the price, which is nice. Disney doesn't have that. They have fast passes, but that's going to change. And we'll see what they're going to do with their program. So hi, Jack. Welcome. I'll just want to give you a big shout out, say hello. We are at Universal Orlando today, and we are just finished with Islands of Adventure, and now I am walking around Universal Studios, and we're going to check out all the things that they have over here. They're open for about another 40 minutes, and I can see that people are already lining up for their fireworks that they have. So it's so good that all of you guys have been hanging out with me today. It's so awesome to have you again. I'm Kristen. Usually see me on Sunday nights. You'll see me again tomorrow for the Wonderful World of Walt Disney World with Adam and Kristen. Adam is missing. Yes, he is unavailable tonight, but he's joined the stream a little bit here and there. I'm just gonna briefly show off E.T. for Stormtrooper before we walk around a little bit more. There's not so much going on over on this side of the park. They've got E.T., they've got a kids playground, and the Animal Actors show. Animal Actors show's all done for tonight. But what everybody loves about E.T. is the notorious smell in that ride. Like, they started making candles and scents for your home that you can buy. So we'll make a little loop around E.T. here, and then we'll head past the Simpsons. So it's so good to see everybody. Thank you again for everybody who's been joining. It's been a beautiful night here in Orlando. I bet you anything, the wait for this ride is not long. It's been really nice wait times, despite you see a lot of people walking around and it looks really crowded. To be quite honest, like, the wait times haven't been more than like half an hour or so. Other than the major rides. Oh no! Well, just so you know, even if I wanted to, E.T. is closed right now. The ride is not operating. So, unfortunately, all the people who wanted to go on it, nope, it is all closed up. Aww. Oh my gosh. Stormtrooper, I'm so glad you mentioned Men in Black. I absolutely love that ride. My goal is to max out the points on the ride, which is a 999,999. So not quite a million. There's not enough spaces for that. But I've come close. I've been 800,000. So I'm slowly honing my skill at the Men in Black. And I'm always in competition with my daughter. And so we're trying real hard to get to the point where we can max it out. I know people do it, I'm just not good enough yet. Oh, Simpsons is fun too. So let's go we're gonna head past the Simpsons. Okay. You know, everybody really enjoys this area. I feel like they go have like a flaming moe when you get into The Simpsons. You know, if you're looking for a place to eat, we're coming here up on the Bumblebee taco truck. E.T. does need to phone home because apparently they're stuck over there. There's something going on, so I hope E.T. does phone home. Yeah, this Bumblebee taco truck is actually not half bad. I've had it a couple times, and for just kind of a to-go spot, it is actually pretty good. And then everybody talks about Voodoo Donuts. Well, E.T. shut down, so it is not a walk-on. I guess you could technically say it's a walk-on because there's nobody in line. They're done for tonight. I don't know why they closed so early. Maybe they've had an issue with the ride. But so yeah, I recommend the Bumblebee taco truck. And as I was saying, everybody loves Voodoo Donuts, but I will tell you, the Lard Lad donut is so worth it. These huge donuts, I almost think are better than Voodoo Donuts. My kids love them. Let me show you how big they are. So they don't have is huge. Like that's one of their fritters, and they've got some of the other donuts. But the regular big pink donuts are like the size of your hand. And I see people buying like 2 or 3 of them, and they split them between a big group. Oh, the Duff Beer Garden normally is open, or maybe there's just nobody in line. I'm not sure. Well, they do have somebody over there, but they might be wrapping up. The park is still open for half an hour, but normally you can come in here. You can get squishies. So for the kids, they got squishies. And yes, you can get your Duff beer over here, but it looks like they are cleaning up for the night. This right here, where you see Moe's, Cletus's Chicken Shack, there's quick service in there. So it's a good spot to go in. They've got a couple different quick service food options in there that you can choose from. So it's more than just chicken strips. Here's Barbara's ride that she mentioned that she loves. We're coming up on The Simpsons. And I love the twirl and hurl. I know it's just a carnival game, but you can't beat it. Stormtrooper, you're right. The Back to the Future ride was fantastic. I was pretty sad when they took it down, and really all they did was change some of the outside, and they made the movie in the attraction to be Simpsons. So it wasn't a huge change on the ride. So this ride right here, again, not too bad. It's only 20 minutes. Yeah, Stormtrooper, I know you just mentioned the misting stations. I didn't go through them, but I saw them back there as well. And that's been helpful on some of these really hot days.
Wash your hands often. Face coverings are not required for
It's great now that it's getting darker. A lot of people have left the park. I'm not going to walk all the way over by Men in Black. We'll take a look at it here from the bridge. The park closes shortly, so I'll have to, I know we don't even have that much time for me to get out, and I'm leisurely talking and walking. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. Yeah, Homer loves his Duff beer, so I feel like it's kind of required if you're coming to visit. You need a Duff beer. It's not bad. I have to say, it's not bad. If you like beer, beer's not my favorite. But here's the iconic Men in Black. Oh, here, I'm gonna come over so I can show you guys kind of like this epic view of Universal Studios here. So this is where, again, they're gonna have the lagoon show with the fireworks in a little bit, and the projection show that goes along with the fireworks right here in this lagoon. See, some ducks are even enjoying it down there. They're just having a good time. They're enjoying their Saturday night. So right over here is Lombard's, and we will go see the infamous Jaws shark. You can have your picture taken with it. Yeah, there's no photo pass person there, but you can just take one with your camera, selfie it. So let's head into Diagon Alley, the other Harry Potter area here at Universal Orlando, and we'll check out. If we are super lucky, I'm really hoping that I get to see that dragon breathe fire tonight. I'm so hoping, because it's so fun, especially at dusk like this when the sun's going down. That is the best time to see it breathe fire. Oh, that's nice. Adam's headed to Universal. I think. Hi, how are you today? Good. See, I feel at home here. Like, so the security guard just passed by, waved and said hello. Like, they're awesome. Like, everybody here is just really great. I can't speak highly enough. You know, Adam and I talk a lot about, you know, Disney, but equally Universal is just wonderfully on their game. You know, Disney is great, Universal is great. They're both great for different things and for different reasons. And a lot of people talk about Disney cast members. Universal team members I have experienced myself, just some of the wonderfulness of some of their people. So we're gonna go in here. Yeah, I think Adam just wants nachos himself. He's so excited. He's probably speeding to get over here when I told him we were gonna go get them. Oh, it's just like, what do you say when you like come into these places with Harry Potter and it's so like well done. So here, this is Diagon Alley. So there is a lot of Harry Potter spells that you can do in here. So we were talking about the wands earlier. And on top of Gringotts Bank is this dragon. I know, Men in Black. I wish so badly I could go on it. And Stormtrooper, I challenge you to a Men in Black ride. I do. I would love to see your Men in Black game. I feel really good. Some days I have off days. Some days I'm really on top of things. So I don't think I can go in here. But this is Nocturne Alley. It's very dark in there. And they talk about the dark arts. And there's some cool stuff, and there's some wand things in there too. But it's pretty dark, and I don't think you'd be able to see it very well. But on a hot day, please go in here in Nocturne Alley, where it's real dark, and just sit and relax. I assure you, it's like one of the coldest places in the parks, even though most of it's outdoors. Oh, Barbara, we'll get over to the bus. We just barely missed it. So if you only choose one park and you come to Universal Studios, don't fret. There is another wand shop in here. And this one is equally great. You can pick a wand pretty much from anybody or anything. So I won't look in here too long because it's really crowded. So look, this is hard to see, but Voldemort is in here. This is Luna Lovegood. Harry Potter, right here. So any of the characters that you would like, plus there's other designs that you might enjoy. So this is the Gringotts Bank. It's hard for me to decide which Harry Potter ride I love the most. Because Forbidden Journey, that's the Hogwarts Castle on the other side, is great. But this Gringotts Bank is unbelievable. I remember like going on it for the first time, and you kind of hang there and you're not sure like if you're how far you're gonna drop. But man, I'd love that dragon to go off and breathe fire right now. That would be so awesome. Let's see if we can see anybody doing spells. Because at night, over in Diagon Alley here, they do some really cool stuff. You can turn on the lights in this section with your wand. And I regret that mine's struggling. I have a scratch on the end of it, so it's not working too well. But in here, I'll give you another secret. I know this is kind of weird, but these bathrooms that are here in the back of Diagon Alley, to me, a lot of people don't know about it, and they're kind of some of the nicer bathrooms on property. So if you have to use the bathroom back here in the corner, they're actually pretty nice. So I know that's odd. I know, dragon, I need to breathe fire today. I'm hoping that I hear it. Normally I can hear it ahead of time before it breathes fire. Oh, they got a show going. Let's watch this for a minute.
Signing off. Until next time, lovelies.
Oh, I see Adam wants to know where I parked. I think I'm ET 357. I think that's what I'm at. Yeah, I'm go to platform 9 3/4, Adam. We've had some bad luck with these shows. Oh man. Yes! Did you guys see that? That was so awesome. I'm so glad we captured that. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's so epic at night. I need to come back and screen grab that. So it only goes off like, I'm serious, like once. They say that it's very random. And so from my experience, I feel like it's once every like 20 minutes. It's not very often. So the show that we just watched was Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees. And I've had bad luck with this, with seeing the shows. We keep coming in at the end today. I know, I'd love to make it rain, and I struggled with my wand. I could give it a try and see if it's working. I have a feeling that this dragon is done for tonight. So, actually, I can see that there's kids lining up over there. You can see them turning the lights on and off. So you can kind of see in the background the lights going on and off. That is one of the spells for the wands. Oh good, there's some people who are using the wands. My wand is struggling today. So we can watch. It's gonna turn on these lights up here, and it's gonna make it rain over here. Oh yeah. See, they just turned on the lights. Hi, Anthony. Welcome to the stream. Hi, everybody watching. We're having a great time here in Diagon Alley. See, these kids are gonna make it rain right here. That's a little hard to see in the nighttime. Oh my gosh, so much fun. So we just saw this epic dragon. Oh my gosh, that was super fun. So all good things must come to an end here. So I will try to walk slowly out of Diagon Alley, and maybe we will see the dragon one more time. But we'll just make another loop. It gets a little dark in here in the evening time, but as I was mentioning, there's a lot of good coverage from rain and from the heat here in this section of the park. I know, hi everybody, we've got a lot of new people on the stream here. We are in the Harry Potter area of Universal Studios. It is called Diagon Alley. We just went into their wand shop briefly. We got to see that amazing dragon blow fire, which is like the best part of this section. It's called Diagon Alley. And you can get here just by having a ticket and going into Universal Studios. Or if you have the 2-park pass, they have a train that goes back and forth. It's the Hogwarts Express. Oh man, I would really love one of these drinks right now here at the Hopping Pot. Here's another place where you can get butterbeer. We were talking about that earlier.
between you and other travel parties and to wash your hands often. Face coverings are not required for fully vaccinated guests. Guests who are not fully vaccinated...
Hi again, Jack and Anthony and Barbara. Adam is on here. He's hanging out and chatting with us. He's headed this way. And there's a sweet shop in here that's fantastic. We'll go see what treats they have before we head out of here, because we got to see the night bus and Bruce the Jaws shark. I know that they are finishing up for today. These are actually really delicious. Jelly beans. The chocolate frogs here actually have the cards in them. So if you are a fan, you get a nice Harry Potter card. Those are $12 each, but it is a full chocolate frog. Oh, I'm trying to see the case here, but you can see a little bit. They have all sorts of things that you can get. Looks like everybody decided to get in line here now. So we will keep moving. This has all of the Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes tricks in here that you can buy. Just like in the movie. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Well, I'm so glad that you're having such a good night. I have had a great night with all of you guys. We will take one more look over here and just double check that this dragon isn't doing anything fun. But again, you know, I've had a lot of people just joining the stream now. My name's Kristen, here at Streaming the Magic. You can see me again tomorrow night on the wonderful world of Walt Disney World, and with Adam and Kristen. And we stream every Sunday night. Additionally, sometimes you can see Adam just doing random streams around the parks and Disney, Universal, like this. And together we're on Sunday nights as well. So check us out tomorrow, because we're going to be live again tomorrow from Disney. So we just got out of the the Harry Potter area, and right in front of us, we'll take a look at this night bus. If you are a Harry Potter fan, like, you cannot miss these sections. They are so fun. They have a ton to do, and the team members working, they are so in character. Everything they say, everything they do. So this family here is talking to the night bus driver. Oh my gosh. Oh, Barbara, thank you so much for the sticker. You are just amazing, and we're so grateful for you. You know, being a super fan. All of you guys on right now watching me, thank you so much. It has just been such a fun, great night hanging out with all of you guys. I love hanging out at the parks, and I love sharing all of the information that I know with all of you. So, and I love chatting. So it's great to see you guys come on here and interact and have a good time together. It is so much fun. So thank you so much for joining. Right now I'm outside of the Harry Potter Diagon Alley area. I'm right here in London, if you will. I'm at King's Cross. Normally, if you're gonna take the Hogwarts Express over to the other side, Islands of Adventure theme park, you would get on right here. Now, the great thing about that is the train has two different videos. They have a video that is Well, Adam, you better run. You have 10 minutes to get your ticket through the ticket gate.
Thank you.
Or I'm gonna have to walk out and come find you. Thank you, Monica. Thank you so much. We love having you guys here too. So you can do, whether either way that you take the train, you're gonna see a different video. There is only two. One to go from here to Islands of Adventure, and the other video goes from Islands of Adventure to King's Cross that we're looking at.
The other night to get
So super fun.
my kid was coding. Walking on his like, Alicia.
Oh, everybody's starting to run because their fireworks show starts in a little bit. I'm not gonna hang out and get like a super awesome view of it. The stream is due to end at 9. I don't mind staying and hanging out for some fireworks if you guys want to see the fireworks. I'll find a decent spot where we can see it. I probably won't get a super good spot because I've been talking and walking around. Oh yeah, we've got just a few minutes, so maybe I should hang out. Yeah, exactly. If you guys like the stream before I get into a spot where the fireworks go off and I can't talk for a minute, if you like the stream, please give us a thumbs up. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It has just been a great night hanging out with all of you guys. You know, please share this with your friends. We are here on YouTube and we also are on Facebook. So we stream on both platforms, quite honestly. Tonight I did not stream on Facebook as there was another stream going on over there. But here, real quick, I'm gonna make this super quick so I can get around the lake in time. This Che Alcatraz bar is hands down the funnest bar on property. So here's where you can take your photo of this exciting Jaws shark that they kept. So you can come here and they don't have it lit up because they're getting ready for the show. So I better hurry up to get to the other side so we can see it decently because it is going to start in just a few minutes. And I will say the show shows all sorts of movies plus fireworks that are just, they're equivalent to Disney. Oh, they're getting ready. You can see them on the buildings here. Oh, they're starting a few minutes early. I better hurry up. Oh man. I'm gonna come around and I'm gonna stop talking so you guys can kind of see things as I walk, okay? And I'm gonna try to get a good spot. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm not going to be able to see the get all the way around the lake, so I'm going to try to get a good spot over here, okay? They've already blocked me off. So guess what? We're going to all watch the fireworks together. And I've got a nice little table here that I can use. so that was like a little bit of a preview. It's hard to hear because we're on the other side of the lagoon, so we won't be able to see a little bit of the water projection that they're going to do, but we're going to see most of it, and we will for sure see all of the projections on the buildings and the fireworks. So the one thing that we'll miss a little bit is the front view of some of the movies that they project onto the water that sprays up, but otherwise you are going to love this show. So I'm glad I got such an awesome seat. It's hard to see it, but across the lake over there, everybody is crammed in, and crammed is an understatement. I'm at this very nice table. You can't see me because it's so dark because they've got the lights turned off, because we are right where they're going to show some projections. And I've got this pleasant table all by myself, just kind of enjoying the view and the nice night. So the fireworks are going to start here in exactly 2 minutes is what the announcement was just saying. So that was kind of a preview using the water fountain display that they have, kind of to give somebody, everybody something to watch while they're waiting. But once it's over, then I will go ahead and thank all of you guys for coming. So we'll watch this fireworks show and until the end, and then we'll end the stream once the fireworks show is over. So if you end up having to bow out before the end of the fireworks, just want to say thank you so much for hanging out. It has been just an amazing night with you guys and sharing Universal. You will love every bit of it. So it's about to start here, and I'm not going to talk through any of it. So you guys will just have to sit back, enjoy, and I know they are starting here any moment. And thanks for hanging out with me today. My name's Kristen. I'm on Streaming the Magic, and they're saying, here we go. It's called Cinematic Celebration. So cool.
That was awesome.
Oh my gosh, everybody. So that was the ending of Cinematic Spectacular here at Universal. What a way to end the night. Now all of the lights are on and I can say hello to everybody. Wow, there is a lot of conversation going on during the fireworks and the show here. So I'm gonna leave all that conversation there because that's a great talking point for tomorrow. So I guess you guys are just gonna have to join Adam and I tomorrow. You know what, let me go ahead and switch the camera over. Bear with me just a second. Okay. There we go. So I am sitting at this great table here because we could not get through on the other side. So I got this table all to myself to enjoy these beautiful fireworks, and I am so happy I got to spend the night with all of you guys. So I just wanted to say thank you. It's been a phenomenal day. Adam and I are going to be live on Streaming the Magic tomorrow on Facebook and YouTube from Disney for the Wonderful World of Disney from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we would love if you all could join us there too. So once again, thank you for spending the night with me. It's been great. I hope you enjoyed the fireworks, and I can't wait to see all of you tomorrow. So have a great night, and I will see you guys all very soon.